We're going to start with a question about Gaethje here. And for a little context, you should know he has 10 fight night bonuses in 9 UFC fights. So he has a 111% bonus percentage. That is the highest in UFC history. So with that in mind, topic number one is, if Oliveira Gaethje gets fight of the night, does that mean Justin won or lost?
Ooh, that's a really tough question, Karen. I think that he wins. I think that he wins this fight. I think that if this fight gets fight of the night, I could see Justin getting it. Now, if it's performance bonus, I could see an Oliveira submission. But I mean, for Justin Gaethje to do what he has to do to win this fight, I think it's going to be exciting. I think he's going to butcher the legs. He's going to attack the body. I think there's going to be some fun exchanges going back and forth. But ultimately, if it's fight of the night, I could see him getting his hand raised.
I don't think it matters. Honestly, I really don't think it matters. I think that Gaethje possesses enough ability to either win or lose in a fight of the night situation. I mean, like, he's going to do his thing regardless. And that's one thing we know about Justin Gaethje. He's going to come out throwing heavy hands. He's going to do his thing regardless. But I think it could be a win or a loss for him, whether it's fight or the night.
Okay. All right. Topic number two is, if Charles Oliveira does defeat Justin Gaethje, where does he fit into the GOAT conversation?
You know, it just depends on your perception of the reality in the lightweight division. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to have Khabib pegged as the all-time great, but I think that if you look at his strength of schedule, like we talked about before the show, he goes out there and beats Justin Gaethje. You know, he's plucked off 2 of the 3 of the same guys that Khabib has fought. So, yeah, I could definitely see him being in the running for becoming the lightweight GOAT. But you got to remember, I'm an old school guy, so I think that beating BJ Penn as the lightweight GOAT is going to be tough. I don't know how you feel about that, Dean, but...
Hey, man, listen, I'm with you on that. Like, people forget about how good BJ was. He went up to and won it at welterweight as well. I think Charles Oliveira has a long way to go before he can be in that GOAT conversation. We can never forget about his earlier losses. We can never forget about, you know, the fact that he's quit in fights. I mean, those are things that, like, just won't, they're going to haunt him forever, and they won't go away with some big wins. It's going to take him a minute before he gets to be considered in the GOAT category.
All right, guys, one more quick question to factor in here. If there's a finish, will it be on the canvas or on the feet?
I could see it being on the canvas. I think that, look, Justin Gaethje has the ability to definitely knock anybody out in the world at 155 pounds. There's no doubt about that. But I just see if there is really a finish in this fight, I could see it being a Charles Oliveira submission. You know, it just really depends, like I said, when we talked to Justin, like, do you think that you can break the resiliency that Charles has developed in these last few fights? That's a question that remains to be seen. I mean, it's going to be an all-action fight no matter what.
I agree. I think that is highly more likely to happen, but I got this intuition.
Ooh.
I feel it in my head that it's going to be a knockout by Justin Gaethje. You know, I think that because Charles Oliveira always gets hit that one time. He always gets hit that one time. And I think that Justin Gaethje is so fired up that if he gets that opportunity to land that one shot, that could be night-night.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.